By the grace of Ponnu Guruvayurappan, we are really blessed to learn Bhagavatam, and we are doing Bhagavata Mahatmya. This is chapter 5. And as I'm reading the meaning to prepare for class, I'm really in so much amazement and wonder, how this Bhagavatam is so precious, how we are so blessed to get this Bhagavatam. It is not just by any accident, it is the plan of Bhagavan. Out of his infinite mercy, he has brought us all together and given this glorious Grantha. You're going to see how even a um, most sinful person who would have had no hope at all, he is redeemed by Bhagavatam. It is so forgiving, it is so kind, it is so compassionate, it is has unconditional love for us. This is the Bhagavatam, and I'm really amazed, how it can give moksha to such a low person. How can Bhagavan forgive so much? In Dashamaskanda, we already see the Uddhava is amazed and crying, saying, Krishna, that Putana who put poison in her breast and gave you milk and with an intent to kill, for her you gave her a mother's state, you gave her Sadgati, and you granted her high state like your own mother. Is there such a compassionate Lord anywhere? Like that, Uddhava is crying and telling Vidura that our Krishna is so compassionate. Like that, the mother cow, Bhagavan is asking the cow, I gave you 2 horns. Why don't you use your horns and attack people who come to attack you? Why don't you use your horns and try to save yourself? Then the cow says, Krishna, you gave moksha to Putana who came to kill you. You gave her a mother's state because she gave you milk from her breast. And because she pretended to be a mother for that brief moment, even though to kill, for her you gave a mother's state. All the people in this world, they are only drinking my milk. Therefore, I am their mother, and therefore, how can I kill them? How can I see them come to danger? So I forgive them. That is what the mother cow tells Krishna. This is really the mother. If no one in the world can forgive you like how Bhagavan or Bhagavatam does. So even you yourself won't be able to forgive yourself. But Bhagavan, he doesn't care about your sins. All type of sin, whether past sin or yesterday's sin or big sin or small sin, does not matter. All papa is removed when one gets Bhagavatam in their hand. And so that is why we are so fortunate through our grace of our Guru Maharaj. He has really incarnated to spread this word of Nama and Bhagavatam. And because of satsang of Mahan like that, we are able to enjoy Bhagavatam. And I'm really thankful I could not be here without grace of our Gurunada. And so my humble pranams to Guruji again. My pranams to all of you. We are going to see beautiful chapter 5. Let us have a small kirtan first. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. உன்னை தொட்ட காற்று வந்து என்னை தொட்டதே, கண்ணை கட்டி பிருந்தாவன காட்டில் விட்டதே. உன்னை தொட்ட காற்று வந்து என்னை தொட்டதே, வந்து என்னை தொட்டது. கண்ணை கட்டி பிருந்தாவன காட்டில் விட்டது. பிருந்தாவன மண்ணை விட்டு அகல மறுத்தது. வெண்ணை மண்ணை தின்னும் கண்ணன் மாயம் தானிது. உன்னை தொட்ட காற்று வந்து என்னை தொட்டது. எண்ணங்களோ என்னை விட்டு பறந்து சென்றது. வண்ண வண்ண மயிலிறகின் நடுவில் நின்றது. எண்ணங்களோ என்னை விட்டு பறந்து சென்றது. வண்ண வண்ண மயிலிறகின் நடுவில் நின்றது. நீல வண்ண ஒளி தன்னில் லயித்து விட்டது. மீள அடிமை பூந்து அதுவும் மீள மறுத்தது. எண்ணங்களோ என்னை விட்டு பறந்து சென்றது. வண்ண வண்ண மயிலிறகின் நடுவில் நின்றது. நீல வண்ண ஒளி தன்னில் லயித்து விட்டது. மீள அடிமை பூண்டு அதுவும் மீள மறுத்தது. உன்னை தொட்ட காற்று வந்து என்னை தொட்டது. கண்ணை கட்டி பிருந்தாவன காட்டில் விட்டது. கோபிகா ஜீவன ஸ்மரணம் கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. சத்குருநாத் மகாராஜ் கி ஜெய். It is like somebody was bitten by Bhagavata and then another person got bitten by that person and then Bhagavata spread. Like that, like that we are enjoying Bhagavatam because it came from Shishya to Shishya to Shishya, Guru to Shishya, Guru to Shishya. Like that, Bhagavatam has come, and so it is really the highest treasure. If you are going to read this chapter, you will understand, my God, did I deserve this, Krishna? How much you love me, Krishna? Like that you will feel. So we saw in the end of chapter 4, Atmadeva got moksha, right? Atmadeva is good. He deserves moksha because he was a good person trying to do good in life. But he was got a bad deal. The son was, wicked. So Atmadeva, he was shocked. He might have tried many ways to correct him, but it did not work, and so he must have faced intense dukkha, and that dukkha is good to give us vairagya, dispassion. And he was blessed to get the Sangha of Gokarna. See, somebody is coming to give us Bhagavata. By Gokarna was blessed because another sannyasi had blessed and he was born. So Bhagavan comes in the form of sadhus to bless us. And so Gokarna, he was there for Atmadeva and he gave Upadesha, and Atmadeva attained Bhagavan by chanting Dashamaskanda and immersing himself in devotion to Sri Hari. That's good. Makes sense for us. We are all like Atmadeva, try to be good people, and by God's grace we get good company and we attain moksha. But what about the wicked son? Does he deserve moksha? We saw what all atrocities he committed. He stole the father's wealth, he beat his mother, he went with prostitutes, he killed innocent children, he killed men and women for money, he was with prostitute and he was stealing money to please them. All this, anything you could imagine, the sin he has committed. Does he deserve moksha? Would you or I like to be near him? Would you or I like to talk to him even? We would judge him and say, Durja, I don't want to see you. But did Bhagavatam do that? No. Bhagavatam is kind to him also. That is the Srimad Bhagavatam, that is Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, and Bhagavatam is Radha Krishna Swarupa. So that Bhagavatam, it didn't judge him, it didn't detest him, It didn't insult him or criticize him. On the other hand, it was very good. If it did all that, it would not be wrong. But Bhagavatam, so kind, so compassionate, overflowing with mercy, is granting moksha to him. My God, you know, it is really unbelievable. So that is the sloka we are going to see. In the last week, we saw Dundukari. He was killed by the very prostitutes who he tried to please. Those very prostitutes, they say this guy, the Raja will catch him, and if he gets caught, we will get caught. Before that, let us kill him. So they killed him, and he had a very violent death. They tried to strangle him. He didn't die so easily. Then they put burning coal in his mouth, and he breathed like a worm and struggled so much and died. Then it was Akala Mrityu. So it was not death by natural causes, and therefore he became a Preta Sharira. He became a ghost, Preta. And then Gokarna did not know this. He had gone to do Tirtha Yatra, and Gokarna did all the last rites for his father and mother, and he came back, and also for Dundukari. He didn't know how Dundukari died, but Gokarna, being very dispassionate and knowledgeable, he didn't let all this affect him. That is very powerful shloka we saw. Na dukkam na sukam tasya na vairi na pibandavah Gokarna stirthayatrartam nirgato yoga samstitah na dukkam na sukam tasya na vairi na pibandavah. Gokarna is not affected by the people, whatever they do. They say it is Prakriti. Prakriti is doing everything. So he doesn't get, put himself in those people's mind and try to correct them. He did his thing. He went to Tirtha Yatra and came back. He thought it's over. When he came home in the night, this Preta, Dundukari, is trying to take fearful forms and trying to get attention of Gokarna. We studied those shlokas, and Gokarna sprinkled some water on the Preta, and the Preta started speaking. And then Gokarna asked, "Who are you?" He says, "I am your very brother, Dundukari. I wasted my Brahmatvam. स्वकीयेनैव दोषेण ब्रह्मत्वं नाशितं मया अहं भ्राता त्वदीयोऽस्मि दुन्दुकारीति नामतः स्वकीयेनैव दोषेण ब्रह्मत्वं नाशितं मया." By my own actions, I have wasted my Brahminhood, and I have been condemned into become this Preta Sharira. And please help me and release me. So it got that transformation to that extent. The last Dundukari would not even say, right, release me or all that. He doesn't care. But now, after going through the pain of that violent death, he got transformation to say, I need release. He understood that he is suffering for his own papa, and so he says, release me. And he got the right person, Gokarna, who can release because he is blessed by Mahan Sannyasi. So he's telling me, Aho Bando Kripa Sindhu Ratar Mama Shumochaya. He asked, give me moksha, give me release from this. Somehow, please do something for me. He's asking. Gokarna Vachanam Shutva Tasmai Vakyam Atha Bravi. Gokarna is telling, I already did Gaya Shraddha for you. You should be getting release from this. Now the Preta is saying, Dundukar is saying, 100 Gaya Shraddha also will not give me moksha. Gaya Shraddha Shatenapi Muktir me na bhavishyadi Upayam aparam kanchitvam vicharaya sampradam. You please find some other way, because even 100 Gaya Shraddha is not going to release me. Then what happened? Gokarna himself is puzzled. If Gaya Shraddha is the highest we know, if that doesn't give release, then There is no other way. He's saying, I'm sorry, you cannot get moksha like this. Then Dundukari is crying, please do something. Then Gokarna all night he was sitting and thinking what to do. The next morning, the people of the village all came and asked. They saw Gokarna has come back. So they all affectionately talked to him, and then Gokarna recounts to them all the thing that has happened. And Gokarna is saying, uh, I am my brother. I don't know how to release him. He's suffering in this Preta Sharira in the form of a wind. He's really suffering, and what to do, how to help him. And all the Vidvamso, this is the shloka we are going to start. Vidvamso yoganishtascha jnanino brahmavadinah tanmukti naivate apashyan pashyanta shastra sanchayan. Vidvamso yoganishtascha. So we saw last one, 36th shloka. Dundukari nijasthanam tenadishtastato gatah gokarnas chintayamasa tam ratrim na tadadyagan. So Gokarna said, told Dundukari, you go back and stay put, I shall think of some way. So Dundukari went to his Preta place, and then Gokarna, he met with other people. That is the sloka we are going to start. 37. Pratastamagatam drishtva loka pritya samagataha tatsarvam kathitam tena yajjatam cha yatha nishi. Pratastamagatam drishtva loka pritya samagataha tatsarvam kathitam tena yajjatam cha yatha nishi. Vidvamso yoganishtascha jnaniनो ब्रह्मवादिनः तन्मुक्तिं नैव ते अपश्यन् पश्यन्तः शास्त्रसञ्चयान्. विद्वांसो योगनिष्ठाश्च ज्ञानिनो ब्रह्मवादिनः तन्मुक्तिं नैव ते अपश्यन् पश्यन्तः शास्त्रसञ्चयान्. Whatever happened in the night, all the village people came to meet. Then Gokarna told how to give moksha to Dundukari. What is the way? Which god to worship? How to do this prayaschitta for him? What is the way for his moksha? So all the vidwans, the learned people, vidvamso, yoganishtascha, great yogis who have achieved great mind control through lot of yogic practices, that yoga nishta. And then jnanino, people who are already enlightened, the jnanis, brahmavadina, all the great brahmanas, all of them Vedic pandits, asking all of them, what is the way? Do you all know from what you have experienced, from all your learning, which book will give this information? So they read all the books. Tanmuktim naivati apashyan pashyanta shastra sanchayan. They all go through their books and their whatever they have studied for so many years. No one had answer. Tata sarvais, then they decided tata sarvai suryavakyam tanmuktau sthapitam param gokarna sthambanam chakre surya vegasya vaitada. Tata sarvai suryavakyam tanmuktau sthapitam param gokarna sthambanam chakre surya vegasya vaitada. तुभ्यं नमो जगत्साक्षिन् ब्रूहि मे मुक्तिहेतुकं तच्छ्रुत्वा दूरतः सूर्यः स्फुटमित्यभ्यभाषत. तुभ्यं नमो जगत्साक्षिन् ब्रूहि मे मुक्तिहेतुकं तच्छ्रुत्वा दूरतः सूर्यः स्फुटमित्यभ्यभाषत. Was Surya Bhagavan who is going to give answer. So tatas sarvai suryavakyam tan muktau sthapitam param. Gokarna's guru is Surya Bhagavan. So Gokarna is Surya Bhagavan will not stay still. He will keep moving. So Gokarna is through his tapas shakti he is able to sthambanam. Gokarna sthambanam chakre he is able to stop him and then move with him. Gokarna is following him as Surya Bhagavan is keeping on moving from east to west daily, right? So like that, Gokarna he had also to move with him, and then he is questioning him, and Surya Bhagavan is giving teaching. As he is keeping on roaming, Gokarna is roaming behind him, and Surya Bhagavan is giving teaching, throughout. And then loudly and clearly, Surya Bhagavan said, तच्छ्रुत्वा दूरतः सूर्यः स्फुटमित्यभ्यभाषत तुभ्यं नमो जगत्साक्षिं ब्रूहि मे मुक्तिहेतुकम्. Please give me the guidance on what is the how to achieve mukti for Dundukari, how to help him achieve mukti. So Surya Bhagavan Sputamityabhyabhashada, very clearly Surya Bhagavan spoke, and everybody could hear. All the Vidwan, the Pandit, the Vedic Pandits, the Jnanis, the Yogis, all of them, they all heard. And Surya Bhagavan clearly spoke. What did he say? Srimad Bhagavatam Mukti Saptaham Vachanam Kuru Iti Surya Vacha Sarvaihi Dharma Rupam Tu Vishrutam. Srimad Bhagavatam Mukti Saptaham Vachanam Kuru इति सूर्यवच सर्वैः धर्मरूपं तु विश्रुतं सर्वे अब्रुवन् प्रयत्नेन कर्तव्यं सुकरं त्विदं गोकर्णो निश्चयं कृत्वा वाचनार्थं प्रवर्तितः सर्वे अब्रुवन् प्रयत्नेन कर्तव्यं सुकरं त्विदं गोकर्णो निश्चयं कृत्वा वाचनार्थं प्रवर्तितः. Or it can be also giving meaning. Like in Mumbai, they are doing Udayastama Bhagavata, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. From morning, it will be 12 hours. Little chanting, then little meaning, then little chanting, then little meaning. Like that, you can do either 9 to 5, morning 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You could do like that. So that is like whole day. And so, or if you just read, you can also just read. It will take 7 hours each day to just read the shlokas. And then if you tell meaning, you can add another 1 or 2 hours. So like that, Bhagavata Saptaha should be done. In 7 days it should be completed. Srimad Bhagavatam Muktihi Saptaham Vachanam Kuru Iti Suryavacha Sarvaihi Dharma Rupam Tu Vishrudam Sarve Abruvan Prayatnena Kartavyam Sukaram Tvidam. So all of them were delighted to hear, yes, there is a way. First, you have to find, is there a way? Our Guruji says, for every problem, there is a solution. You just have to find it. Like that, first we know there is a way. And then Gokarna, he decided to do the Bhagavata Saptaha himself. He learned from Surya Bhagavan. So they are all very carefully, with very lot of attention, they are going to do Bhagavata. And so sarve abruvan prayatnena kartavyam sukaram tvidam gokarno nischayam kritva vachanartham pravartitah. The best way to do is like that, read some chapters, then see the meaning, then again read some chapters, then again hear meaning. Like that, if you do it both ras, it will be very good to enjoy both together. Like that, Gokarna is going to give meaning, then he is going to read. So Gokarnau Nischayam Kritva Vachanartham Pravartitah Tatra Samshravanarthaya Deshagrama Pangvanda Vriddamandascha Tepi Papakshayaya Vai Tatra Samshravanarthaya Deshagrama Pangvanda Vriddamandascha Tepi Papakshayaya Vai Samajastu Mahanjato Deva Vismayakalakah Yadaivasanamastaya Gokarno Akathayat Katha Samajastu Mahanjato Deva Vismayakalakah Yadaivasanamastaya Gokarno Akathayat Katha Tatra Samshravanathaya Deshagrama Janayayuhu. People from all over came to hear Katha by Gokarna. From the city, from the villages, Pangvanda, Vriddha, Mandascha. The people who are crippled, people who are blind, people who are old, people who are dull and lazy, tamasic people, all kind of people, all of them came to hear the katha. They be papakshayave to redeem themselves and get rid of their sins. Samajastu mahanjato deva vismaya karakaha. Even the gods are amazed when all the people assemble to hear katha, or even all the gods are amazed. And then the moment Gokarna took the asana for the Vyasapida to sit and start the katha, what happened? Sapretopi tadayatah sthanam pashyan itastadaha saptagranti yutam tatra pashyat kichakamuchritam sapretopi tadayatah sthanam pashyan itastadaha सप्तग्रन्थियुधं तत्रापश्यत् कीचकमुच्छ्रितम् तन्मूलच्छिद्रमाविश्य श्रवणार्थं स्थितो ह्यसौ पातरूपी स्थितिं कर्तुम् अशक्तो वंशमाविशत् तन्मूलच्छिद्रमाविश्य श्रवणार्थं स्थितो ह्यसौ पातरूपी स्थितं कर्तुम् अशक्तो वंशमाविशत् स प्रेतोऽपि तदा आयातः स्थानं पश्यन् इतस्ततः सप्तग्रन्थियुतं तत्रा पश्यत् कीचकम् उच्छ्रितं तन्मूलच्छिद्रमाविश्य श्रवणार्थं स्थितो ह्यसौ पातरूपी स्थितिं कर्तुम् अशक्तो वंशमाविशत्. Took the asana to start the katha. Who came there? Sa pretobi tadayata. Dundukari, the preta, he also came. And sthanam pashyan nitastada is finding where should I sit, where should I sit. He's looking. Sapta granthi yutam tatra pashyat kichakam uchritam. He saw a bamboo stick. He saw a bamboo stick and it has 7 knots. The bamboo will shoot up, whenever there is the knot, it will come with the new shoot like that. In a bamboo stick, he entered, and then at the base of it, he entered there and stayed there. Because he is a Vatarupi, he is the form of a wind, he cannot, the wind will take him away from the Saptaha, so he has to go inside a place where the wind will not blow him. And so he went inside this stick, a bamboo stick, and then at the base of it, he took his asana. Saptagranti yudam tatra paschat kichakamuchridam tanmula chidram avishya. He entered into that. Shravanatam sthito hyasau patarupi sthithim kartum ashakto vamshamavishati. वैष्णवं ब्राह्मणं मुख्यं श्रोतारं परिकल्प्य सः प्रथमस्कन्दद स्पष्टमाख्यानं धेनुजो अकरोत् वैष्णवं ब्राह्मणं मुख्यं श्रोतारं परिकल्प्य सः प्रथमस्कन्दद स्पष्टम् आख्यानं धेनुजो अकरोत् दिनान्ते रक्षिता गाथा तदा चित्रं बभूवः वंशैकग्रन्थिभेदो भूत् स शब्दं पश्यतां सताम् दिनान्ते रक्षिता गाता तदा चित्रं बभूवः वंशैकग्रन्थिभेदो भूत् स शब्दं पश्यतां सताम् वैष्णवं ब्राह्मणं मुख्यं श्रोतारं परिकल्प्य सः प्रथमस्कन्धद स्पष्टम् आख्यानं धेनुजो अकरोत् दिनान्ते रक्षिता गाथा तदा चित्रं बभूवः वंशैकग्रन्थिभेदो भूत् स शब्दं पश्यतां सताम्. He starts narrating Bhagavata from the Prathama Skanda. Prathama Skandada Spashtamakhyanam. Gokarna is telling, he is blessed by Surya Bhagavan. That Gokarna is telling Bhagavatam, Dinanti Rakshita, at the end of the day, when the first day Katha is over, first day you will be doing from 1.1 to 3.23. That will be all the first skanda, second skanda, and third skanda. We start with Kapilopakyana, with Devahuti and Kardama Prajapati Vivaha. Those are the chapters for first day. So here, first day he finished the katha. Dinante Rakshita Gata Tada Chitram Babhuvaha Vamshaika Granthi Bedo Abhut. The first knot in that bamboo that he has entered, the granthi, the knot, it split, it loosened, and the knot is released. at the end of the first day. First knot is released, and there is a sound when the knot pops, and there was a sound, and everybody is stunned to hear. It was an adbhuta, amazing sight. Chitram means wonderful. Chitram babuva, all are seeing that something is happening in this bamboo. Nobody knows. So the first knot was cut asunder by hearing first day katha. Vamshaika granthi bedo bhut sa shabdam pashyatam satam द्वितीये तदा सायं द्वितीय ग्रंथि भेदनम तृतीये तदा सायं तृतीय ग्रंथि भेदनम द्वितीये तदा सायं द्वितीय ग्रंथि भेदनम तृतीये तदा सायं तृतीय ग्रंथि भेदनम एवं सप्तदिनैश्चैव सप्तग्रन्थि विभेदनं कृत्वा स द्वादश स्कन्द श्रवणात् प्रेततां जहौ एवं सप्तदिनैश्चैव सप्तग्रन्थि विभेदनं कृत्वा स द्वादश स्कन्द श्रवणात् प्रेततां जहौ. Go ahead, Sumati. Okay, second knot. Dvidiyekni tada sayam. At the end of the second day, the second knot was cut. And then similarly, third day, third knot is cut. Then like this, Saptadina Ischaiva, at the end of the seventh day, Sapta Granthi Vibhedanam, all the knots are cut. Kritvasa Dwadasha Skanda Shravanat Pretatam Jaho, after he heard the 12 skandhas of Bhagavatam, the Preta, now what happened? Divya Rupa Daro Jata, Ari got a Divya Rupa now. He got a Bhagavata Sharira. All the knots are cut. ऐसा होता है क्या? Does it really happen? Yes, ऐसा होता है. It says in Bhagavatam only, in Skanda 4, chapter 22, our Sanat Kumara are giving pravachana, and they are saying, Yadi Iradir Brahmani Naishtiki Pumsam, Yada Rati Brahmani Naishtiki Puman, Acharyavan, Jnana Viragaram Hasan, Dahatya Vidyam, Hridayam Jiva Kosham, Panchatmagam Yoni Mivoti to Agnihi. So there is a pramana. You'll say, Array, it is only in the book. Is it really going to happen to me? Yes, it happens. How? Yada Ratir Brahmani Naishtiki Puman. It is happening for us every day. Every time we come to satsang and hear Bhagavata, it is happening. And little by little, all our granthis are getting open. And so we feel more clear and more, free and more peaceful and, more clarity in things like that. Our granthis are getting cut every time.
Shobhaji, excuse me, can you tell me which shloka again, please?
Fourth skanda, chapter 22, sloka 26.
Thank you.
Radhe Radhe. Yada ratir brahmani naishtiki puman. Yada brahmani, ratir brahmani, as we get more and more rati, the attachment, enthusiasm to satsang, and we get naishtiki rati. Naishtiki na nishta, our firmness and determination to come to Bhagavata. That is called Naishtiki. No distraction in the world will affect how Sita ji came to class after 20-hour flight from India to US. Like that, it is called Naishtiki Rati. When you will not leave Bhagavatam for anything, that is called Naishtiki Rati. When once that much love has come for Bhagavatam, Acharyavan, by Guru's grace, Jnana Viragaram Hasa, we attain Jnana and Vairagya, and all our Dahatya Vidyam, Hridayam Jiva Kosham, Panchatmakam, we have so many 5 layers. Pancha Kosha are covering us. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya, all that they will say. All those will open up, and you go deeper and deeper within you to yourself, which is Bhagavan, who is inside us, our Swaswarupam. So it happens when one has so much rati to Bhagavata, each day our knot is getting open. Like that, it happened for Dundukari. 7 knots are gone. He was a fearful looking, a preta, a ghost. And now see what happened? Divya Rupadaro Jatas Tulasi Dama Mandita Pitavasa Ganashyamu Mukudi Kundalan Vidaha Nanama Bhrataram Sadhyo Gokarnam Gokarnam Iti Chabravir Tvayaha Mochito Bandho Kripaya Vedakashmalat Divya Rupadaro Jatas Tulasi Dama Mandita पीतवासा घनश्यामो गुडीकुण्डलान्वितः ननामभ्रातरं सद्यो गोकर्णम् इति चाब्रवीत् त्वयाहं मोचितो बन्धो कृपया प्रेतकश्मलात् बोलिए श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय so got a divine appearance now. He got a Bhagavata Sharira and he is wearing Tulasi Mala. He is wearing Pitavasa Ganashyamo. He has a blue cloud-like color and he is wearing the yellow silk. He is wearing the kirida and he is wearing beautiful earrings. Nanama Bhrataram Sadhyo Gokarnam Iti Chabravit. He is telling Gokarna, oh my dear brother, by your grace, by your kripa, I have been released from this Preta Sharira. Tvayaham mochito bandho. Only I have been released from this Sharira. And then he says, Dhanya Bhagavati Varta Preda Pida Vinashini Saptahopi Tatha Dhanya Krishna Loka Phalapradaha Dhanya Bhagavati Varta Preda Pida Vinashini Saptahopi Tatha Dhanya Krishna Loka Phalapradaha कंपन्ते सर्व पापानि सप्ताह श्रवणे स्थिते अस्माकं प्रलयं सद्यः तथा चेयं करिष्यति कंपन्ते सर्व पापानि सप्ताह श्रवणे स्थिते अस्माकं प्रलयं सद्यः कथा चेयं करिष्यति वार्ता so this bhagavatam is dhanyam amazing anugraham this bhagavatam is so praiseworthy. This Bhagavatam Dhanya, Dhanyanane, the Bhagavatam and Karchide, my life is blessed. That is why we are all blessed. Dhanyanane Taye Ninnarula Bhagavan Bhagavatam Bhagavan Namam Bhagavan Bhagavatam Bhagavan Namam Yellam நீ சொல்லி தந்ததுதானே Dhanyanani. Who is giving all this, and who is so quiet behind? It is Sri Radhe. It's Radharani who sent Seth Shuka. And Seth Shuka is narrating Bhagavata to Parikshit. But doing all this, Radhe will be quiet, never say anything. We can say Krishna has done so many avatara, we can hear in Pravachan about Krishna, everything. But Radha is a very Gupta, Rahasyam. She is a secret. We cannot know about her origin, who is Radha. Nobody can understand the vastness and greatness of Radha. She is the one whose parrot Shuka, he has come, and her name is not mentioned at all in Bhagavata. Shuka never took her name, and that glorious Krishna avatara only reveals Radha Tattva little bit, that also very little. And so that Radha, Dhanyanane, you made me, you gave me Bhagavan Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Namane, our Guruji has written beautiful songs. So this Bhagavata, Dhanya Bhagavati Varta, Preta Pida Vinashini, this Preta was suffering so much as in the Preta Sharira, was tormented, day and night and suffering from intense thirst and not being able to stay in his place and running here and there and suffering for his own sins. And see where he is? He got a Bhagavata Sharira by hearing Bhagavata. Saptaho Pitada, Danyaha Krishna, and then what? Krishna Loka. It's going to take him to Vaikuntha very soon right now. You see that? Kampante Sarva Papani, all the papas, our get terrified. The moment we take Bhagavata book in our hand, somebody is getting terrified inside. It is Kali. Our papas, they get terrified. I'm going to be eradicated now from this person. I have, I'm going to be annihilated. The sins get start shivering. Saptahopi kampante sarva papani saptaha shravane sthite asmakam pralayam sadyah. Avalud pralayam vandach. The sins have come to their end. So the moment you got Bhagavata, sins run away from you. Asmakam pralayam satyah katha cheyam karishyati. That is what this katha does. This Bhagavata, it is like rasa, it's like rasagulla for the mind and the heart. It is like rasa. So katha cheyam karishyati, wherever katha happens, this Bhagavata does so. Ardram shushkam lagu sthulam vangmana karma vikritam. What kind of sin will be destroyed? Ardram shushkam lagu sthulam vangmana karma vikritam shravanam vidaher papam पावकः समिधो यथा आर्द्रं शुष्कं लघु स्थूलं वाङ्मनः कर्म विकृतं श्रवणं विदहे पापं पावकः समिधो यथा अस्मिन् वै भारते वर्षे सूरिभिर्देव संसदिः देव संसदि अकथाश्राविणां पुंसां निष्फलं जन्म कीर्तितम् अस्मिन् वै भारते वर्षे सूरिभिर्देव संसदि अकथाश्राविणां पुंसां निष्फलं जन्म कीर्तितम्. That Agni, a fire is burning, and all kind of wood you drop in it, it will burn. If it is a big piece of wood or a moist wood or a small piece of wood, dry wood, whatever you put in Agni, it will burn it like that. Whatever type of sin, Bhagavatam will burn it. Whether it be sin committed long time ago, whether it be sin from 2 days ago, whether it is small sin, big sin, all type of sin, they are all eradicated by Bhagavatam. And then who is telling all this? Dundukari. Arey, kahan se kaisa hua? How he was before? See how he became? Now he's telling all this to Gokarna. See his thought, how it changed. And he is telling, Asmin vai Bharate Varshe Suribir Deva Samsadi, all the great people say that a birth in this Bharata Varsha is indeed wasted if one does not hear Bhagavata. Asmin vai Bharate Varshe Suribir Deva Samsadi Akathashravinam Pumsam Nishpalam Janma Kirtidam. At least one person in the family has heard it's good enough. We are all coming one person good. One person has heard, it will benefit the entire family. So, Asmin vai Bharate Varshe Suri Birdeva Samsadi Akatha Shravinam Pumsam Nishphalam Janma Kirtidam Kim Mohato Rakshitena Supushtena Baliyasa Adruvena Sharirena Shuka Shastra Katham Vina. Who is, my God, how his thinking has changed completely. He is talking like Gokarna was talking before. Asti stambam snayubaddham मांसशोणितलेपितं चर्मानबद्धं दुर्गन्धं पात्रं मूत्रपुरीशयोः अस्थिस्तम्भं स्नायुबद्धं मांसशोणितलेपितं चर्मानबद्धं दुर्गन्धं पात्रं मूत्रपुरीशयोः. Of we take so much care of our external body, right? We are so attached to this body. We give food, lot of nourishment and external cleaning and all that we do. Who is talking? My God, I can't imagine. Dundukari is saying this. Who was this Dundukari? He was so wicked before. That Dundukari Kalaha, he was always causing quarrel among everyone. That Snana Shaucha Kriyahino Durbakshi Krodavardita, he was like that. Snana Shaucha Kriyahino, he never took bath. He was always fighting and quarreling with others. He was eating Durbaksha, he was eating meat and bad things. Chora Sarva Jana Dveshi, he was angry with everyone. He was stealing from everyone. That Dundukari. Don't forget where he was. And now he's telling Gokarna, this body is waste. If we are putting so much nourishment to this body, but if it did not hear Shuka's Bhagavata, this birth is waste, he's telling. And then he's telling this body is only asti stambam snayu baddham mamsa shonita lepidam. It is only bones and flesh and nerves and blood and all that. It is a waste. This body full of filth. And so jara shoka vipakatam rogamandira maturam dushpuram durdharam dushtam sadosham kshanabhanguram. Jara shoka vipakatam rogamandira maturam dushpuram durdharam dushtam sadosham kshanabhanguram krimivid bhasma santnyantam शरीरम इति वर्णितम अस्थिरेण स्थिरम कर्म कुतोयम साधयेन नहीं. They are told it will be eaten by worms or it will be eaten by vultures when it is just a body. When the soul has left, the body is waste and it is chanabhanguram. It keeps changing. It is very fleeting. Krimivid bhasma santnyatam shariram iti varnidam asthirena sthiram karma kutoyam sadhaye nahi. Right? This Bhagavata, this body is only useful as long as we use it for Bhagavan. Every limb of the body should be used for Bhagavan's sake. That is why Bhattadri said, Viduya kleshan me Guru charana yukmam dhritarasam bhavakshetra praptau karamapi chade pujana vidau bhavan murtyaloge nayanam adate pada tulasi parigrane granam shravanamapi te charu charite. Like this, if we live using all our limbs for Bhagavan, then the body is working very good. Shravanamapi te charu charite. Our ears are used for Katha Shravana, then we are making good use. So, श्रवणालोके प्राप्यते निकटे हरिः अतो दोषनिवृत्त्यर्थमेतदेव हि साधनं सप्ताह श्रवणालोके प्राप्यते निकटे हरिः अतो निवृत्त्यर्थमेतदेव हि साधनं संस्कृतं चान्नं सायं तच्च विनश्यति तदीयरससम्पुष्टे काये का नाम नित्यदा. Very wise statement he is making. He is saying, when we cook rice in the morning and by the time it is evening, the rice will get spoiled in India's sun weather, right? Whatever food you cook in the morning, by the time it is evening, coconut and all, they get spoiled. Those type of food we are putting inside our body, and our body is getting nourished by that. Even inside the body, they'll get spoiled. So with those type of food, we are trying to give nourishment to the body which is already filled with filth. So how will this body help me in attaining Bhagavan? When you put giving importance to body only, you should give importance to the manas and do hear katha. If you have done that with the body, then body will help. Otherwise, this body is waste. Saptaha Shravana Loke Prapyate Nikate Harihi. This hearing of Bhagavata brings Guruvayurappa near us. Is there anything else we need? And therefore, this Bhagavatam is the way to get rid of all sins. Saptaha Shravana Loke Prapyate Nikate Harihi Ato Dosha Nivrityartam Eda Devahi Sadhanam to remove all our dosha. This is the sadhana, Bhagavata. Budbuddha eva toyeshu mashaka iva jantushu jayante marana eva kathashravana varjitaha. Budbuddha eva toyeshu mashaka iva jantushu jayante marana eva kathashravana varjitaha. Jadasya shushka vamshasya तत्र ग्रंथि विभेदनम चित्रम किमु तदा चित्त ग्रंथि भेद कथाश्रवान् जडस्य शुष्कवंशस्य यत्र ग्रंथि विभेदनम चित्रम किमु तदा चित्त ग्रंथि भेद कथाश्रवात्. Appearing in water, they'll just come and disappear. Like that, the mosquitoes will come and you know the the man will hit the mosquito, they will die. Like that, chota mosquito, machhar, maki and all, they are all waste. Like that, if we are not doing Bhagavata, we are also waste. Dundukari is saying, who was he? He is telling, and then he is telling very important one. Jadasya shushka vamshasya yatra granti vivedhanam chitram kimu tada Chitta Granthi, my God, see that word? He's telling that bamboo stick, it had 7 granthis, 7 knots, and each day one knot broke from that. A jada vastu like a stick, even a jada vastu, that knot was cut. What about Chitta Granthi? We are actually Chaitanya Swarupa, but it is covered by Maya. That Granthi, Maya Granthi is binding us, and so we fail to realize Guruvayurappan. We are stuck in this Maya body and thinking, no, this is everything. We are not able to see that Ananda, that always blissful Bhagavan within us, we are not able to feel by Chitta Granthi. So, this Bhagavatam, if it can break the Granthi of a stick, then it can surely break the Chitta Granthi also by
What is Granthi?
knot. Knot. Suppose there is a knot in the rope, you feel restless, you want to open it and release it, right? If you put a clothes in the dryer and then your pavada ka nada, it gets knotted with something else, and then you are trying to release it, with that urgency, right? Like that, our inside us, there is a granthi, a knot which is binding. So the soul which is free and always blissful, we're not able to feel because there is the knot of ignorance which is separating us from that knowledge and jnana within us. So that knot is causing all disturbance. It is called the ahankara. So that it is called chitta granthi. So this Bhagavatam, it will untie that knot and make me one with Bhagavan. Right now it is, there is lot of knots within us. So every time we come and hear Bhagavata, little by little the knot is getting loose. Not only one knot, we have several knots because our mind, it is so powerful, it can, all the senses, eyes are going somewhere, ears are hearing something, the tongue wants to eat something, the feet want to enjoy, all of them, they are dragging us here and there, and they are all called knots. So many knots are tying us down and blocking us from Bhagavan, who is bliss, who is Ananda. So this Bhagavata, by hearing, slowly the knots are getting untied. When the knots are untied, you feel release, free, right? Free. Freedom is that. So that he is telling, vidyante, so vidyante hridaya granti, so jagatya shushka vamshasya yatra granti vibedhanam. Chitram Kimu, it's a wonder that even Bhagavatam can release Chitta Granthi Bheda. Kathashrava, that is why this Katha, hearing Krishna Katha is always purifying us. It's purifying us, bringing us auspiciousness, bringing us loads and loads of blessing every time. So, Vidyante Hridaya Grantihi, this is what it's very powerful, Hridaya Granthi. It will cut asunder. Vidyate Hridaya Grantihi, Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. Then no more doubts, no more inner talking, all will stop, and you will be in one with that, Bhagavan himself. You won't have new thoughts and concepts and ideas coming, everything and planning and all. Today something, tomorrow something, everything will be one with Bhagavan, and will be in a state of bliss. That is why Vidyante Hridaya Grantihi, Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha, Chiyante Chasya Karmani, Saptaha Shavane Kriti. So, very powerful shlokas. Vidyante hridaya grantihi, chidyante sarva samshayaha, kshiyante chasya karmani, saptaha shravane krite, samsara kardamalepa, prakshalana patiyasi, katha tirte stite chitte, muktireva budai smrita. संसार कर्दमालेप प्रक्षालन पटीयसी कथा तीर्थे स्थिते चित्ते मुक्तिरेव बुधै स्मृता. All the knots in the heart are cut asunder, and then we become one with that Bhagavan who is within us. And then Sarva samshaya, all our doubts, all the questions all stop. Chi ende chasya karmani, whatever karma is left to be, suffered, all that is wiped out. Imagine Dundukari if he did not have Bhagavata Saptaha, how many more janmas he would have had to take to exhaust all those sins. All the people he killed, they will all come to take revenge from him. All the people he put suffering to. A parent he put suffering, Atmadeva must have cried day and night, thinking why I had a son like this. That dukkha he caused to his parents, it would chase him for all births. So much papam he had done. He had to take so many births to suffer for those. Imagine how easily he got. You release. Imagine that compassion of that Bhagavata. So that is why that the first song I sang in Tamil, it is because he had a company of Gokarna. உன்னை தொட்ட காற்று வந்து என்னை தொட்டதே. He had association with the Bhakta like Gokarna. Very easily he was able to cross this through Bhagavatam. So, Chi Ante Chasya Karmani, otherwise, so many birds were waiting for him. And so, Samsara Kardamalepa Prakshalana Patiyasi. This is like a washing of all the samsara problems. Bhagavatam is washing us every time we come. That's why we cannot thank enough. We cannot say, my Janma is Safalam for all of us. Our human birth is successful. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow or 5 years from now, our life is worth it. We have lived our life. Even today, we can say, my life is Safalam. So, Kathatite Samsara Kardamalepa Rakshalana Patiyasi Kathatite Stite Chitte Muktireva Buddha Smrita. This Bhagavata is able to give mukti itself. Then, otherwise, mukti is not so easy. All the people who die, they are reborn again and again and again. It is not easy to get moksha in one shot like this. So, evam brvanti vai tasmin vimanamagamattada, as they are all talking. Dundukari is talking like this. Suddenly, what happened? A beautiful aerial vehicle came, landed on the spot. Evam bruvati vai tasmin vimanamagamattada vaigundavasi viryuktam praspura dipti mandalam sarvesham pasyatam bheje vimanam dunduli sutaha विमाने वैष्णवान् वीक्ष्य गोकर्णो वाक्यम् अब्रवीत्. Like this. That Dundukari, who was such a monster sinner, he is telling all this, and then suddenly now a beautiful aerial vehicle came, Vimanam Agamattada. Suddenly a beautiful Vimana arrived there, and it is driven by the Vaikuntha Vasis, the beautiful emissaries of Narayana. They are driving that Pushpaka Vimana, and they are all looking so radiant like Guruvayurappan. And this blue Vimana has a golden shine and halo around it. It is like covered with a dazzling brilliance, and that Vimana arrives. All are watching, and then everybody is watching very bravely. This who is climbing it? This Preta, not Gokarna, not others. Who is climbing? This Dundukari is climbing that Vimana. Sarvesham Pashyatam Bheje Vimanam Dunduli's son Dundukari is climbing that Vimana. Vimane Vaishnavan Vikshya Gokarno Vakyam Abravit. Is stunned. It is his turn to get stunned. People said, okay, Bhagavata, okay, whatever. Are when they see in front of their eyes, he is not able to believe. So Gokarna is asking. That we will see next week. It was fantastic. 1.5 hours gone. Thank you. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.